Okay. All right, you guys. So I know that this time of year, it's like kind of weird to do a tax training. You know, everybody does tax training really at the end of the year, not the beginning. But my goal for y'all is that if you can know what to do all year and keep up with all your stuff, y'all are going to have tons of tax deductions available to you as new consultants, okay? And these bracelets are clanging and banging, so they got to go. Okay, so what I want y'all to do is this is going to be recorded, okay, and I'm going to send y'all the recording. This will go up on my website under new consultants. So the different trainings that we have been doing as a group on here, that's where those trainings are under new consultants, or you can access those trainings under unit calls, and the password is DREAM. So click unit calls dream, and this is at hollylow.com, so y'all can find and access all of our calls. Okay, all right, so here we go. Okay, Genesis 1:28, and God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, rule over all of the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. Ladies, we're commanded to be fruitful. So what does fruitful mean? Fruitful means to prosper, to live in abundance, overflow, and increase, okay? As we dive into tax training today, I know some of us have an emotional thought when it comes to money, okay? Money is needed, it's desired, yet sometimes we're told that it's bad to make a lot of money, or it's bad to want a lot of money. Y'all, there is an ant after me. Hang on. I don't do critters. Okay. It's bad to want a lot, or wealthy is a word that maybe you've never even considered for yourself. Okay. Or maybe you've never considered any of these. What about the word rich? Sometimes the word rich might come across as negative or an unhealthy thought for you. And then some people are at a place where their thought regarding money is simply, if I could just, ... If I could just pay my bills each month, if I could just get by, if I could just not worry, okay? And maybe that's a little more as your mantra, okay? So as we dive into money, I want you to be aware of your thoughts surrounding money, okay? I read a book not long ago, and as part of the homework, it was an incredible book, and I'm really still reading it and going back to the beginning, and I love it. But I had to write a letter titled, Dear Mr. Money, as if he were a real person, okay? And I'm going to be honest with y'all and real transparent. I had no idea the emotional, stressful, just strange thoughts that I had surrounding money. I am at the epitome of success in Mary Kay, okay? But I still had this baggage of thoughts when it came to money, okay? Some of those thoughts were from my past. Some of those thoughts I found from my present. And yet other thoughts that I was finding around money were really future focused. But you guys, after writing 3 full college ruled notebook pieces of paper, 3 sheets of paper, I was like, oh my, I didn't even know those thoughts were in there. Okay. So I became real aware, and I had to pair scripture with my leadership training in Mary Kay to really combat some of the negative thoughts I had surrounding money. Okay. Because my reality was, again, I didn't even know I was thinking that stuff. Okay. Excuse my eyes while I'm looking all over the screen. My notes are kind of on the screen as we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to basically take y'all through 7 segments, 7 thoughts for y'all about keeping good records and what it really means in your Mary Kay business to kind of take care of the financial side of your business, okay? There's 3 reasons that women will quit a business like Mary Kay. 3 reasons they walk away: poor time management, poor money management, and time management, money management, and emotional management. They can't get themselves together, okay? Those are the reasons why women quit. And so if a third of the reasons that people quit, I can combat with y'all by training you and giving you my experience with tax stuff. Now, here's the number one thing you have to remember. There is no cookie cutter tax outline, because every single person, if we all took our tax receipts to a different person, they would probably all do them just a little differently. I think that is why the tax stuff could frustrate me at times, because I'm a little better of a black and white person than a lot of gray and a lot of vague, I'm not sure kind of things. And so what I'm sharing with you today is just my experience with a CPA, okay? Now, I have a website at the end that y'all can go to, and I'll pair it with this information if y'all want some more information from a tax person. And he does taxes for tons of Mary Kay people. We went through a tax audit for years and years and years regarding, it was Mary Kay, but it was also around my husband's fishing business and stuff like that. So I'm really familiar with the IRS and all of that kind of stuff. And so what I'll tell y'all is that we have a CPA do our taxes. Now, some of y'all are going to file all your own taxes, but I really will tell you, once you get into Cadillac status as a Mary Kay leader, you really need to find a CPA to do your taxes. I'm just being real and I'm being transparent with y'all. Right now, I think in the early stages of your business, if you want to, go to H&R Block or do your own taxes or whatever, that's fine. This guy that actually gave me all of this information, and I'll send y'all his contact info. And you can at least print out the documents I'm going to show y'all today, and his contact information will be on there. Okay, his name is Jeff. And the things that I've read, he is not a CPA, but all of his information is very spot on. He is very spot on. Because of the volume of income, once you're earning a Cadillac, I just think that it's a little more appealing in the eyes of the IRS to have a CPA do your taxes. But until then, I think you're really safe using a company like this guy. He really has gotten people a lot of money back in their businesses. So most consultants can expect $1,000 to $4,000 back their first full year that they file, you guys. And that's kind of a Linda Tupin quote. She always tells her girls that get your tax person to give you a with Mary Kay total and a family total if we did not file with Mary Kay. And I'm telling you, y'all, it is substantial. So some of y'all invested in your business, you bought product this year already and stuff like that. Your tax return, you guys, most likely the money you get back and save because of your Mary Kay business will completely pay for you a full store in Mary Kay. So I want y'all to be mindful of that as we go tonight, okay? So number one is to open yourself a separate checking account for your business, okay? Separate checking account. Why do we need a separate checking account? You need a separate account so that you do not, it's called co-mingling, so that you don't co-mingle all your money, okay? I use MK Connections checks, so I always know kind of which account I'm writing checks out of. Have a separate account for your business transactions, you guys. That's why you need a different account. If you're trying to run your business out of yours and your spouse's JOB income and you're trying to keep it separate, it's going to be a disaster, okay? So it's important to really keep your money separate, okay? Y'all, this is every financial transaction for your business. This is cotton balls at Dollar Tree, your orders, Section 2 samples, event registrations, all of that stuff, okay? Use your debit card. Once your order, number 2 is a separate credit card. I'm going to share my screen with y'all because I know sometimes it helps me to read what the speaker is talking about, okay? So right here, we're on a separate credit card, okay? If you're running your business, if you place your inventory, let's say, with a card, okay? what's important for you to remember is once you put that initial transaction on your credit card, you don't put any more money on there again. It's not a recurring thing. So you got your inventory here, great. Now goal one is to get that investment paid off and then use your profit to pay other stuff off, take a vacation, do something fun, okay? So if you're continuously putting money back on that credit card, what happens? You can't ever get it paid off, okay? And so my goal with y'all is to make sure that you get that investment paid off, okay? Keeping your inventory and any business expenses housed here with no other family or personal items on the card, okay? So sometimes people will start with just the Mary Kay card. If you don't have the Mary Kay card, get the Mary Kay Visa card if you want to, if you used a different card, and then balance transfer so you have 0% for it up to a year, and then that investment is all in one place, and you know exactly what you've got to do to get it paid off, okay? Because that is important. You guys, when you don't have enough stuff to sell, it is frustrating. I talked to a consultant this week who's like, "Argh, I never have what people want, and I'm so aggravated." So number 3, track your inventory, okay? Track your inventory. You guys, there's a couple of sections here. Personal use, you're going to write a sales ticket at half retail, okay? Personal use is the stuff that goes on your own face, okay? Then there's giveaway, okay? Giveaway, and one I didn't list is called demo. This is what goes in your starter kit, okay? Demo is product that you open so that you can squirt it and people can try it. Same thing, you're going to write a sales ticket at half of retail, okay? Goes in your starter kit. Okay. So personal use, that's what goes on your face. They are most likely going to put that under what's called advertisement, okay? Then demo, all right, and your giveaway. Now, giveaway section 1, y'all, this is, I gave a girl a charcoal mask not long ago as part of her hostess credit. If you give somebody a lipstick for listening to the opportunity, if you give somebody a lip gloss, whatever, okay, that's your giveaway. Your ending inventory, I recommend that you just hop on InTouch, pull out your inventory, and just simply create an order on InTouch of all your product, okay? Now, the IRS could care less if you have 13 blushes or if they know that you have 1 shy blush, 1 rogue rose, they don't care. Just pick a color and put how many total quantity you have in that one box, okay? Because it doesn't matter what the color is in their eyes. They just want to know how much product you have, okay? Then you just print that out, and now you have your exact inventory for year end, okay? Next, you guys, number 4 is a mileage log, okay? So one thing that I thought was really interesting that he was sharing was to really do Mary Kay everywhere you go. So as you're really, where does it say it on here? I wanted to share that with y'all. One thing that he said, I'll have to find it in a minute. Okay, anyway, mileage log. So what I have right here is a mileage log. And so you can do something like this. This will be on the website for y'all to see, okay? You can either do this or you can, I just used to have a little memo pad literally in my car because a big paper like this would have gotten totally disastrified in my car. But something that you can either keep right up in the dash, right in your console, just somewhere easy to grab. And I would always write the starting mileage and the finishing mileage if I was doing anything Mary Kay, anything. If I could go somewhere and deliver product on my way to somewhere that wasn't a business thing, I would do that so that that round trip was a tax write-off, okay? So I did do that, okay? So your mileage log, so you can print that mileage log there, or you can just keep your own in a little notebook. It's up to you. Next, you guys, get an accordion file, okay? I'm going to show y'all the categories in just a minute to keep for your receipts and stuff. But if you have an accordion file for your business expenses, then you can just put the receipts in the right place as we go. Now, I'll just be honest with y'all. I did not need a January I spent this much, February I spent this much, March I spent this much. I just needed to know my total count for office expenses or business supplies or mileage or whatever. So on my accordion file, I just needed a category like heading, and we'll talk about what those are in just a minute, okay? The categories are going to be on this worksheet. Now, there's a couple things as far as your deductions and income, okay? So deduction for you, in-home deductions, let's look at this income first. You guys, your net sales, including sales tax, he says. I'll just be honest with you, I've never included sales tax there, but you have to pay state sales tax, and then your profit is actually less. So he does want us to include sales tax in the net sales, okay? And then for your income, you guys, as far as commissions and prizes, Mary Kay sends you a 1099. If you earn more than $600, they keep up with it for you, okay? Your deductions, here's the fun part. Your in-home office is the tax write-off. So the square footage of your house, you guys, let's say that your house is 1,200 square feet and your little dining room is 120 square feet. That means 10% of every bill that you pay to live in your house is now a tax write-off. Got it? We're going to talk about that on the sheet in just a minute. Other deductions in your home, you guys, are things like your home Wi-Fi, a portion of your power bill, your water bill, your house payment interest, all that good stuff, okay? The next thing that's a really cool deduction, y'all, is hire your children. Pay them to work for you instead of giving them an allowance. If y'all are handing money to your kids, make them earn the money so you can write it off as a business expense for employment, okay? So some people I know have said, my kids do my labels, my teenagers drop off and deliver product. You know, whatever you're paying your kids for allowance, get them to help you with your Mary Kay business, and then guess what? It's a tax deduction for you, okay? So we want you to keep more money instead of paying more to the IRS, right? Okay, more deductions, you guys, your cell phone, and then your travel. So out-of-town meals, your mileage, of course, keep up with your mileage, okay? All right, so what I want to show y'all next is this tax worksheet. Now, I'm just going to be honest. It can look a little overwhelming in the beginning, I think. But once you know what I'm talking about, I think you'll be okay. Let's see if it'll open. There we go. Okay, I don't even know if you can see this really very good. Okay, yeah, I guess we can. Okay. All right, so what he did here is I'm going to send y'all this as a PDF. And what he did was, do you see how the boxes are, like you can open them like this? If you have an editable PDF thing, you can just type right onto a spreadsheet, okay? So we're going to, the day you started your business, and if you claimed Mary Kay last year, yes or no, okay? Now, y'all, he will do your taxes for you. He doesn't do mine, but he will, and I've heard great things about him. So that's up to y'all if you want to, you know, whoever you have do your taxes if you haven't had them done this year yet or not. Okay, so your net sales, so plus tax collected. So your sales tickets plus your online orders. Okay, so just that net sales at retail. He defines for you what to put on which row. Okay, returns. So if somebody returns product to you, okay, if they return, you know, a charcoal mask for $22, then you do $22 times 0.06. That goes here because that is returns and that uncollected sales tax. Okay, and then your income statement from Mary Kay. So you literally add all that up right here. Okay, and this is for directors only if you have a training center and you collect meeting fees or whatever, okay? Y'all, the next part is what your wholesale is, okay? So your beginning inventory, all right? So that's whatever it was at the end of the year. So let's say you had $4,500 of wholesale product. That's what you're going to put right there. Now, the product that you ordered from Mary Kay, all of this is online. on your income advisory statement. If you don't Dawn, do y'all get an income advisory statement if you make less than $600? Like, is there a place online where y'all can go see that? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I know I received something in the mail with dollar amounts on it. So that's
good. Then then that already told you how much you ordered and all that. Okay, perfect. So they're going to send y'all that so you know. And then your personal use. So those receipts of the stuff that you put on your own face, that goes right here. Okay. And then your giveaway, that goes here. Your section 2, that's on the paper. That's all your samples. That's going to be on your receipts that you order Mary Kay product. When your product comes to your house, they send you all those receipts in the bottom of the box. Stick those in here so you can keep up with your shipping, okay? And then section 1 and 2, sales taxes you paid. And that just goes right there, okay? And then your ending inventory. Now, here's the in-home office expenses, y'all. When I first started Mary Kay, I was like, you have got to be kidding me that I can really write all this stuff off. Like, I'm already paying all of this money anyway, okay? So what you're going to do, this is a division sign, okay? So your office and storage, okay, of the entire room used for business. So use a dining room, a big bedroom, whatever. But if it's a room where, you know, the kids' bunk beds are, you can't write that whole room off. But if you'll use it for just your Mary Kay business, then you can write the whole space off, okay? So how much space, adding your square feet together, do you have a closet where you can keep your Mary Kay product? How much space total square footage, okay? Are you using, and then the entire square footage of your house, okay? Now, here, well, come on, baby. There we go. I keep scrolling a little bit and it doesn't really like it, I don't think. There we go. Okay, so this is, let's see, home office expenses. Here we go. Mortgage interest. So how much you paid in mortgage interest? Do y'all know that this is a write-off for you? How much interest you pay on your house payment every month, okay? Your taxes on your house go right here. And then a homeowner or insurance if you rent an apartment, etc. Okay? Rent right here. If you rent your apartment and you don't have a house payment, that's okay. You still get to deduct part of your rent too, okay? And then repairs or improvements, okay? Y'all, I get to take a percentage of my house, and any improvements that we go to Lowe's, we redo the deck. That 10%, because my office is in my home and now my home is a business, 10% of those decking boards, of a new roof, 10% of whatever that you pay to improve your home, they're going to write off on your taxes right here, okay? And then your utilities, y'all, your gas, your water, your electric, that same percentage applies to that. If you pay $1,000 a month for your power bill and that room space is 10%, then 10% of that power bill is now used to run your office, okay? And then y'all look at this. This is security, pest control, housekeeper. Do y'all see this? And then if you have an association fee, like to live in this neighborhood, you got to pay this fee, okay? Put that right there. All right, I'm going to come back up here for a minute. This is your business fees. These are the little tabs that you can put on your little Expanda file, okay? Your, what's it called? What do I call it? What the heck's it called? Accordion. There we go. It's called an accordion. This should have noted me that it's an accordion. Okay. Advertising, you guys, and preferred customer program. Advertising, I put advertising like my business cards, or if I have flyers printed, that kind of stuff. A lot of my printing fees can go in here if it's for advertising purposes. I just take the receipt. I pay people to create flyers for me for business stuff, and then I just stick the receipt in the advertising file, okay? Your preferred customer program, this is where you mail your books to your customers. That goes here, okay? Next is your bank and card processing, ProPay fees, that kind of stuff. If you're paying a fee to charge people's cards, y'all, my ProPay statement tells me exactly what that fee is, okay? And I'll be honest with y'all, my fees last year was $700 maybe, but I processed probably $20,000, $30,000 in ProPay. So it's a lot, but that percentage is nominal when you're really processing a lot, you know what I mean? Contract labor. This is stuff that you pay people to do in your office for you, for your business. This can be done by your assistant, by your kids, okay? Y'all, we got to be smart here, okay? All right, and then product liability. There is product insurance from Mary Kay that you can buy. You can look at it through the MK Connections tab, okay? And then this is your credit card interest, okay? Office supplies, okay? This is furniture, equipment, etc., okay? And then this is rent. So I have an office space on Main Street in my hometown. This is my monthly rent. I get to deduct 100% of my monthly rent for my business because this is my office space. So I have a home office that I work from at home when I have the children and that kind of stuff. Then I also have a rented office space as well. So I get to deduct on both sides, okay? If you have any rental equipment, you guys, this would be something like, the only thing I can think of is like a copy machine or a fax machine. I don't know. People don't really fax maybe anymore. I don't know if they do or not. But anyway, your facial supplies, y'all. This is Q-tips, cotton balls, washcloths, all that kind of stuff. And then your travel, your transportation, and your lodging, okay? This is business meals that you bought for other people, okay? So if we go to Starbucks and I buy her coffee, I can write that off, okay? And this is out-of-town business meals, okay? And then you just stick how many nights you're out of town, okay? Linda Tupin, one of our nationals, she always kept all her calendars. She has like every calendar from 1970, for real. And she just stuck it in her tax box, her whole calendar for the year, because it had all this information on it. Like how many times she was out of town, it was just on her date book, okay? Cell phone, you list your total bills here, and then basically you and your tax person can just look at it and decide how much y'all are really, how much money did you make this year? So how much of your cell phone bill is your deduction? Is it 50%? I'll be honest with y'all, if you place all of your Mary Kay orders through your cell phone, you can write 100% of your phone off if you use it for your ordering, okay? Because if you didn't have that mobile phone, then you wouldn't be able to place your orders, okay? These are your seminars. You know, if you go to January Jumpstart or Career Conference, all that's a write-off. And Mary Kay gives you all the free product back to pay for your registration. So not only do you get to spend the money and write it off, but then they give you product to sell to recoup your investment. Y'all, this is crazy. Your red jacket, when you buy your red jacket, that goes here. If you have any laundry, dry cleaning, that kind of stuff. This says basket materials. This is like just kind of supplies and stuff. You know, if you buy just, I don't know, I don't have basket materials. I mean, I guess if I bought that stuff, I would just call it a business expense. But, you know, just extra supplies for your business. Maybe we'll call it business supplies, okay? Postage, y'all. Hostess gifts, okay? Meaning if you have a hostess and you buy her a coffee mug. So this is not product. This is a coffee mug or whatever, okay? They'll let you do up to $25 in just random gifts for people, okay? Film and developing costs, I mean, I don't really think that's relevant anymore. But if you're paying for printing pictures for your before and after portfolio, that's what that's kind of for, okay? If you sign up for anything that's like a business entrepreneur magazine or that kind of stuff, that's what that's talking about when it says dues and publications, okay? Y'all probably don't have much of that, but anyway. Consultant, prizes, awards, and promotions. This is if you give stuff to your team members as awards or prizes, okay? And then other, this is like rental car, supplies, etc. And then if you have a car, car 1 and car 2 that you're using for your business. Okay. Now, next page this is just a depreciation worksheet. For example, if you bought a brand new, big, fat, juicy iMac computer, okay, $2,000 or $3,000, or how much they are, $2,000 maybe, then you could put it here and just they would take a little bit of it every year, okay? And this is if you have a training center. So for me, I have a studio, I call it. It's a training center. This is just really for directors, okay? All right, so you guys, you literally just, let me click stop sharing. Okay, so you literally just take your receipts as you get them. I will tell y'all that beside the seat in my car, beside the driver's seat, I have a big manila envelope. It's about this big, but it's like a leather kind of fabric or whatever, and it just has a big fold over, and then that's where I keep all my receipts. So no mail goes into my home. No mail goes into my home, okay? So I take all of my mail and it goes into that folder or into the trash in my car. So I literally sit at the mailbox. I put all the spam in the trash can in my car. I have a wicker basket trash can with a like grocery bag inside, and it sits in the back seat behind the 2 seats, you know what I mean? Like where the console is at. So I can keep all the trash in there because I do not take bills in my house. It makes me nuts seeing all that mail piled up. I can't stand it. So I literally sit at the mailbox. I open all the mail. I put everything in the trash that's in the trash. So my bills that are considered a tax deductible item or bills that I need to pay or whatever, they all go in that folder. So I never lose mail. It's always in that folder. And then when I'm ready to pay the bills or whatever, I pull that folder out. I go into my office. I put the receipts in the receipt bin, and I pay my bills. Okay, so it's just kind of a way to manage the madness, okay? If y'all are like me, you get so much spam mail sometimes. It's like, oh, seriously, like, can we not get so much junk, okay? Don't y'all like my picture my 4-year-old drew me right here on my little whiteboard? It's like SpongeBob SquarePants. Look at his little square person with his arms. He's 4. And then his name is Gunner. He's trying to make a lowercase e. He's like, Mom, that does not look good. I was like, it's okay. Just leave it on the board, so I'll leave it there for him. Anyway, so you guys, I just want y'all, as you kind of walk away tonight, I am going to attach, this will be up for y'all, okay? You'll be able to have access to this video and all that, and be able to get these printouts and get your hands on this kind of stuff. But I wanted to just learn. I wanted to hear what y'all are taking away tonight, what you learned, and then we will hop off a little early, okay? Alana, I'm going to let you go first. So tell me what you're taking away tonight.
Hey, I'm probably just gonna, I'm gonna work on getting, being able to get more sales without trying to, I guess, put more of my money in it, because that's basically what I've been doing. I'll add in my money with, you know, whatever I can't make or meet. Okay. And I've always, that's how I had to, you know, keep up with it.
Okay. So it's important to decide if this is a business or a hobby, because hobbies cost you money, businesses make you money. So how do you consistently make money is you got to pick a trackable activity that you do on a consistent basis. So like Dawn on the screen below you has been making 30 booking calls a day, okay? She's kind of jumped into Mary Kay full time, and so that's kind of been her obsession, is 30 booking calls a day, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, okay? So it depends what your goal is, Alana, how much money you want to make. And then you got to back that up with enough activity and faces so that then you have some money to do something with, you know. But that's great. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Dawn, what about you?